Hi, everybody.
Hey!
Our leader Esteban, our instructor, he told me that if I got nervous up here, to just imagine everybody in their underwear, and if that didn't work, he said just imagine everybody naked, which I was really uncomfortable with. And I want you all to know, like, that's not what I'm doing right now. At all. I can't even do it. It's too hard. I tried. I just didn't feel comfortable. And it wasn't a sexual thing, though. And so instead, what I'm doing is I'm imagining you all as my prisoners. There's just like no place for you to go. I mean, you can't leave. There's only 20 minutes left, and you paid $18. So anyhow, so that's it. So thanks for coming, and you can't go anywhere. And the bathroom is like across the whatever. So, all right. So when I was coming on my way here today, I stopped at a red light, and there was a guy at a bus bench, and he was just like staring at me. And I started staring back at him, and I started getting aggravated. And then I found like a Zen moment, and I was like, wait a second, what's he really thinking? And I was playing this weird music, and I don't know what it was, but somehow, either figuratively or literally, my soul entered his head, and I could see what he was thinking. He was thinking, that guy's got it made. And I was like, I do. I have it made. Then the light turned green, and I'm driving there, and I'm driving to here, and I'm just like, yeah, it doesn't matter that he wasn't wearing any pants. That doesn't mean that he doesn't know what he's talking about. I think it was cool. It's Santa Monica. I live in Santa Monica, like probably some other people here. I know those two and those two. And but anyway, so and looking at me today, you guys probably wouldn't know that I had a strange childhood. I grew up in the shadows of fame and in the annals of Hollywood. The annals of Hollywood. Both my parents wanted to be famous, and which I think is actually a bad idea, but it's cool, right? If you want to be, that's cool. But I only wanted to be famous for one reason. I was a kid. I was like 11 or 12 or something, and I was like, I want to be famous so I could be on the David Letterman show, so that all my friends at school and like my teachers would be shocked. Like they'd see me on TV and they'd be like, "Whoa!" Like I would defy the laws of gravity with this, Like that's my main reason. And also so people would start treating me better. Like when I'd be at my friend Jeff's house, I'd be like, Jeff, get me another ice cream sandwich. And he'd be like, get your own ice cream sandwich, Simon. And I'd be like, it wasn't you on the David Letterman show 22 weeks ago? But obviously, we never got famous. I never got famous, or I wouldn't be here with you guys. Right now, I would never take this class with that weird guy over there with the facial hair. And anyway, so then after we went back to being regular people, and we do what a lot of showbiz people do, and we joined a cult. And it was pretty cool. Like, I really actually liked the cult leader. She looked exactly like Richard Simmons. We did jazzercise every day, and I started getting really well known for my fried zucchini among the devotees. And I was in great shape, too. But after a few weeks, we got kicked out. It was because it wasn't my fault. My mom was just really annoying. And in case you ever have any plans to join a cult, just know that you can get kicked out for being annoying. Yeah, it happens. It does. It was a bummer, but it wasn't all bad. After the cult thing, I learned about reincarnation in the cult. So you start off as like an amoeba, then like a bigger bug, I forget what one it is, then a mouse, then a chipmunk, then a squirrel, then a ground squirrel, then a flying squirrel, then a turtle, then you become a human, and then you become a dog, and that's like the final step for terrestrial beings. And then after that, you become an alien being. Like, according to the cult. I'm not saying they're right or anything, but that's like what they believed in. A lot of people think that there's like 16 different types of aliens. But those people are complete idiots. There is no verifiable proof of this. There's only verifiable proof of 4 different types of aliens. Okay? There's the Greys. There's the Nordics. I'm not sure about them though, because they're like, we'll go into it later. And then there's the insects and the reptilians, which I'm very confident in. The reptilians and the Greys, I'm pretty confident in. And, you know, nudists actually have 106.7 chance of being abducted by an alien. Like 106.7% higher chance of being abducted by aliens than regular people, non-nudists. And I believe that's because aliens are nudists. Like, no one here has ever seen an alien wearing clothes. Like, it just doesn't happen. I don't even know, like, I'm not going to get into that. It's a little weird. But so, I'll just leave it at that. And then they have a 94.7% chance after they've been abducted of being probed. Yeah, that's an uncomfortable subject. I know people are always wondering, how come every time someone gets abducted by an alien, they get probed? Well, I'm here to tell you that that's because they're nudists, and nudists are beautiful people, and nudists are not in it for a sexual thing. That's not why nudists do it. They're naturalists. They want to be their authentic selves. They want to approach the world in their original wrapper and in their birthday suit. They want to have an honest exchange with the world. And so that's it. I want all of you to go home tonight, and I want you, when you're alone in your bed and it's dark, I want you to remember that you all have beautiful, glistening, gleaming bodies. Even you, sir, with the hat. Even you. Thank you.